Hey everybody, Dylan here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys this cool project I did. This is the 2024 Chuck E. Cheese Fall campaign. Specifically, we're going to be talking about what the department called the Fall Swoosh, which is this orange streak of light going across the screen. And so in this video, what I'm going to be talking about and actually showing you is how I created this from scratch and animated it in After Effects. And as you can see on the screen here, I actually have my project file on screen and me going through it step by step, like I said from the very beginning. So to really kind of kick things off, the way this project started was my director came to me and said, hey, for our fall campaign, we are looking at using this swoosh as our main graphic per se. And so the director got with the graphic design team, and that's the direction they wanted to move. And my director said, what do you think? And I said, it looks great. I'll recreate it and animate it and put it in the video, our commercial spots and everything. So what you see on screen is literally what she showed me as far as the concept and what they were wanting to do for the campaign. And then I'm going to play right now the final product after everything was said and done, after I animated it. Cool, so you can see that I literally copied the same area on the screen that it goes through, just direct reference that my director had showed me. And if you're like me, you want to see it side by side, so let's get to it. So this is the reference picture once again, and then if you like to grab frames and do side by side comparisons, video to photo, this is what that photo, what the video is going to look like when you pause it on that frame. So I'm very proud of it. Whenever you see it in motion, once again, I thought it came together very well. Added some extra movement there. Went ahead and included the medallion outro as well. Cool, so I'll just jump right into it. On screen, I go into After Effects, and this project obviously took a bit of time, and so I've sped it up 10 times, which is what you're looking at on screen right now. So feel free, if you don't want to listen to me kind of chit-chat about what's going on screen right now as the video is playing. It is about 10 minutes long. Like I said, big project, but if you don't want to hear me jibber jabber, then feel free to maybe speed it up on the YouTube settings, or mute me, or keep me unmuted, whatever you want to do. But basically what you're seeing on screen to begin with is, like I said, working in After Effects. I am using a plugin called Red Giant Trapcode. Very great tool. Right now I'm just kind of setting up my basics for the project, doing some basic pre-comps and kind of getting the motion of the emitter. Right now I'm working in a little bit of 3D space even to really emphasize and really get the look I wanted to get out of this fall swoosh that I'm making. So you'll notice that as the video goes on, the emitter is going to be doing many different things. As you can see on the left side of the screen, there's about 100 different parameters to change and to choose from and to mess with, and so you'll see me kind of dialing in one thing at a time. And that being said, right now I'm just really working on getting the basics, I already got the motion just to kind of see what I'm working with, and right now I'm trying to establish what trail. So as you can see on screen, I found one that was in the ballpark that I wanted, and that was going to give me the result that I wanted. And so I continue to mess with all these parameters for quite a while. And I promise I won't talk this much the whole video. I'm just kind of getting things established. But yeah, so now on screen I've been editing the lifespan of the particles, so it's not just when it enters it stays on, it actually has a lifespan. Now I'm changing the size over life is that particular parameter, so that's giving shape to the front and the end of the particle and the source. It can, it's going to change how round it is, how square it is, how, in this instance, how curved it is. Continuing on, looks like I put our background on there just to give me a better feel for what I'm working with besides just the normal black background. So if you may remember that the Fall Swoosh that I was shown had multiple streaks in it. So I have one streak right now that looks great, but wouldn't you know it, I added multiple streaks of the same nature, and so I start dialing in not only the look, but started dabbling with the color there for just a second. Once again, just making progress toward there's a lot of different things making something from scratch to really capture the look and feel of something. So kind of just dialing in one thing at a time for the most part. A lot of that's the shape, how it's looking, not only like the body of it, but the beginning, the head of it, the tail of it, the motion of it. And I want it to look natural as far as, does this look like a swoosh of energy going across the screen? Whenever my director showed it to me, it wasn't moving, so I have to use my best judgment, my professional judgment, to create what I think would express this asset the best. So what you just saw on screen was me duplicating the particle, and so now I have white streaks and I'm gonna have colored streaks. It's something I thought gives it layers, gives it depth, which is definitely going to get more in detail here in just a second. Adding Deep Glow, great plugin. Restarting the software and applying the Deep Glow effect into the software. If I remember right, I don't think I ended up using Deep Glow on this, but I could be wrong. I love the look of Deep Glow. Doesn't always work out, I suppose, but we'll find out. Switched over to regular glow. Didn't want to overdo it. So now you can see I'm once again adding that color. You can see that there's a lot of white. Trying to sprinkle in orange, here at the end. It's just like a fire. That's what my mind is kind of thinking right now is, as a fire is closer to the source, it's going to be hotter, it's going to be a different color. Different parts of that source of energy are going to be different colors. So I was really balancing that to stay true to what I was shown for my reference, but once again, making it the best it can possibly be. So I'm definitely making progress at this point. I am adding more streaks, as you can see on screen right now. Might be the particles that it's leaving behind. Yep, so I just named that orbs. So in my reference, you can see that it leaves shimmers of like fairy dust or sparkles or whatever you want to call it behind it. And so that's what I'm going to be doing on screen right now. Um, as I keep moving forward, I do remember thinking as I was making this that it looks too much like fire, so I dial it back eventually because I don't want the Fall Swoosh to look like Chuck E. Cheese is catching on fire. So yeah, wouldn't want that. So changing the opacity over life for my orbs right now. So I want it to leave a trail of sparkles or orbs. And I don't want it to emit at the beginning or even before my swoosh of energy. So you can see me adjusting parameters right now on not only the lifespan, but as you can see on the graph once again, I'm editing a lot of different parameters. Maybe it's the different sizes that the orbs spawn and die. It could be what color they are. It could be a lot of, I mean, everything's customizable, you know. So just going through every parameter to make sure I like what it's looking like, staying true to my reference once again. So I can tell, like right now, as I was saying earlier, I didn't want it to look like fire. Eventually did address that, dialed it back on the red a lot. Making another path right here, great example of how I created this particle, this swoosh, and now I can move it on any path that I want. And so I'm doing all this legwork to create the entity, and now through the whole campaign, I was able to move it on screen and however I felt. So right now I'm just playing with like some 3D space, some motions in 3D and stuff. Really exercising right now, seeing what gives a really eye-catching effect while moving the particles and moving the swoosh in different forms, whether that's 3D or not. Moving the camera around to see what looks good, what I think looks good, what isn't working, what is working, that kind of thing. This is a 3D object, which is cool. So if I needed to, or if the project called for it, I could, not only move it in 3D space, but I could give it depth of field. If I really wanted to, I could have it travel through film to go behind Chucky, but then in 3D space, come out in front of them with masking and that kind of thing. So I'm just kind of playing around, like I said. I don't end up using any 3D effects in this project. I mean, technically it's in 3D space, but it's all 2D. So it looks like I didn't get to the very end of the project, but I do want to show you the commercial. Go ahead and put that on screen for you right now.
Summer may be over, but the fun never stops at Chuck E. Cheese. Come hang out with me, Chuck E. Cheese. Let's play the coolest new games and win tons of tickets. Can't stop the fun, can't stop the fun. Yeah, it's only because... Whoa! You just scored the most epic prizes.
Cool. A little choppy since I'm just playing it through the viewer, but as you can see in the spot, I used the swoosh in many different ways. We used it for our superimposed graphics on screen a lot whenever they came on. Added some nice sound effects. There's a superimposed graphic. Another one coming up right here on the prize. So yeah, just really utilized it whatever way we could, and the director and the CMO loved it, loved the result, and I thought it turned out great. If you want to hear more about editing this commercial, I've got other videos on my portfolio on my website. Definitely go and check those out. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good one.